There we go. There's my little friend. Please have a seat, because I don't want to, yeah. Bill, you're up again. This is, you know, commonly used. You can use this to punch or whatever. I'm sorry. Should have told you. I'm sorry. All right, and you punch easily. That's good. If you use an elbow, with the elbow, what happens is the force transmitted, instead of just a punch like that, or even an open heart like that, with an elbow, you get a lot more movement. Not movement, you get a lot more force in your movement. All right, so if I'm close and Bill's fighting and I'm doing it, and I go like that, he's going to feel it because he just moved from here all the way over there. And it wasn't Bill just doing it, that's exactly what happens, you know. And if you're close, if you notice a lot of boxers, when they go in and they go like that, and they go, sometimes they're not supposed to, the ref's not looking, they'll throw in a shot. And that really, really makes a difference. And any young lady can do this, because we're not talking about strength, we're talking about body parts used as leverage, okay? And it does work very well. So if you have to use your elbows up close, just a little, nice little shot just like that, and hold it up again, just like that. It was, like I said, for two hands, right? If you're going to go left and he blocks you, you're going to go right and he blocks you, you can back up. Now, he's not going to come because you just hit him twice. He may come, and then, as I did earlier, what do? I keep backing up because you're not going to want to. So all the time that I hit you, I don't want to keep hitting you. I want to back up and give you a chance to kind of get away, maybe change your mind, all right? Because an assault only works if it's going in their favor. If it's not going in their favor, a lot of these guys are going to back off because they're not getting anything. Risk to value factor. If there's too much risk to value, they're not stupid. They're not stupid. They're going to walk away or run away. That's what you want. So you're making it harder, you're hitting them, you're doing this, you're fighting, you're grabbing the throat, you're grabbing the head, whatever you're doing, it's giving you time. Please, let me see. Because most assaults take probably less than a minute or two, you know, like monkeys and stuff, and most police responses, even in our city, are how long? What's a typical police response time? Thank you. 5 minutes at the lower end is 5 to 7 minutes. Now, who's got to watch? All right. Tell me 5 minutes from now. All right. That means that whatever you did, starting now, and you're coming at me and we're fighting, 5 minutes from now is when the police actually, if they're doing good, will be there. So that's why it's so important that you know what to do, because your first line of defense is you. It is your mind. Don't worry about weapons, I'll tell you that in a minute. But don't worry about weapons. You know, people tell me I should carry mace or I should carry this. They're good, but honestly, the first thing you should carry is a clear mind. Because if you can do that, you can do anything. Because most of the weapons that you're going to carry, if you're trained, great. And if you're not, you know, don't use them. Because you want to be trained in almost anything. A knife, a gun, whatever. They're all very efficient tools. But besides, a lot of times in the city of New York, especially being illegal, they're also, if you're not conversant with them, it's better that you learn unarmed martial arts first, and then you can learn, you know, basic, you know, defense things and other things. You know what, a lot of times too, with the 911 calls, because I called a number of times, and you know, you're calling and they're giving you, which they have to, but there was a fight outside. I used to live across the street from a bar, and one night, like 18 people started fighting. I mean, everywhere. You know, pool sticks, bam, boom, everything. And I'm calling, I'm honestly, at 3:30 in the morning, I'm saying, yeah, yes, miss, there is a fight outside. How many people? About 18, you know, I'm sitting there. And she says, what color are they? So, oh, they're kind of mixed. We got black, white, we got some Hispanic, we got this. He goes, okay, are there any weapons? I said, yeah, well, a pool stick is a weapon, right? Okay, good, and there's bottles flying. So, and I'm thinking, you know, take my address, send somebody, then if I'm wrong, you know, they've got call ID, you know, get me. But don't ask me all these questions. By the time she asked me like 5 more questions, I was like, they actually stopped fighting. They all went back in the bar and had drinks. I was like, what is this? And the cops would never call, you know. They came like 2 hours later because somebody started again, you know, usual. I had to laugh because it took 5 minutes just for my phone call to get there, and then never mind for the cops to come. So I was like, yes, there are 18. Yes, there are weapons, please. All right, so John, yes? Okay, so What we're looking at now is situations, things where we all want to know what to do in a car. We all want to know what to do in an apartment, because not only are we worried about somebody at a bus stop, we're also worried about that if they are coming at you and you're in a car, because that's a very, very common one, right? Where the girl's getting into the car in a garage or in the parking lot and somebody accosts them and stuff like that. So how do you not stop it, but how do you make sure that it doesn't happen to you? Because I mean, it could happen to anybody. People have gotten accosted. I was going into a bank one day, and I walked out of the bank. I had my briefcase. I was all happy, and I go to put the briefcase in my car, and I go around, and some guy comes around the car and says, "Hey, buddy, your right rear tire is flat." I say, "Gee, thanks a lot." I go out, I look, and sure enough, my right rear tire is flat. While I'm looking at the tire with this guy, somebody in a window, some lady goes, "Hey, mister, some lady stole your briefcase." So I jump up, and I'm looking, and I start chasing this, what I thought was a lady, and she thought it was a lady. There's a guy with very long hair running with my briefcase. He sees me coming, and I guess I was faster at that time than, you know, and he drops the briefcase, and he goes. That was a typical, it's called, well, it's called a couple of things, but what it is, it's a scam where they watch you in the bank. Now, it doesn't matter, man, woman, young, old, you know. They saw the money, they thought, in the briefcase, but they got surprised. It was nothing, first of all, it was just papers, but they didn't know. And they come and they follow you, and they know where your car was, because they followed you in with the briefcase. So now, somebody flattened my tire on purpose. It really was a flat tire. The guy that told me about it was his accomplice. His accomplice was keeping my, because if that lady didn't yell, he was going, "Yeah, look, that looks pretty bad. That's oh, damn, what a shame." You know, he just kept talking. And you don't think, you know, you think, what a nice person, you know. And I wouldn't have noticed that my briefcase was gone until I left, and this guy would have moved that way, and his partner was already down the block the other way. So the only reason I got away with it, and I got my briefcase back, is because that lady in the window saw it. Otherwise, that's a scam that's very, very common.
Were you able to get any of them?
No, they're like the wind, forget it. I was just glad that they didn't, you know, get anything. So, that's very common scam. The other very common scam in a car, which we probably all heard about, is the bump and jack. All right, you're driving along, you're a nice person, bam, somebody, not hard, just, you know, hard enough. Like, you know, and of course you're going to get out of the car because you're a nice person. What do nice people do? They get out, they exchange information and stuff like that. So you get out, and the guy comes up from the other car looking, and all of a sudden he goes like this, and he wants your car. What are you going to say? Well, I'm not going to argue about the car. I'm going to give him my car. But the only reason they got in a position where you were caught unaware is because you're the nice person who decided that you should go out and look to see what, and we all do, and that's what they look for, and that's what's going to happen most of the time. If you have any hesitation, and you're worried that they may hijack the car or you, the way to handle that is that you stay in the car, either wave them on and you go to the nearest police station, or the nearest very, very crowded area, a gas station perhaps that you know is open 24 hours or whatever. But you go to a place where you feel a lot more safe, because they're usually going to do this in an isolated area. If they want your car, or if they want you, if you're not out of that car, it's very hard to get you out. Cars are very good. Cars are almost armored. If you ever try to break a car window, it's not like the movies, you know, and bam, and the car window breaks. You have to really be good at it. And what happens is you're in that car, you're a lot safer than you would be if you're out. So if you get a bump behind you, you know, you can wave a little bit and say, "Follow me," or you can stay in the car and let them give you the information, if they really are just some schmuck that didn't know how to drive, you know, through the window, and call 911 right away, say, "I'm at such a location, somebody just bumped me, maybe nothing, we're just exchanging information, but I want you to know where I am." So when they see you on the phone, they see you in the car, now you're not that easy, because I can't just grab you and throw you out of the way, like in that stupid, you know, GLA 4, that video game, where the kids play all the time, and it's where they grab people all the time and throw them out of the car. It's not that easy. It's very, very difficult to hijack a car if the person knows what they're doing. So, how do you stop that? If you're going up to your car, what should you have in your hand?
Keys.
Right. Why? Why should you have your key in your hand? It's annoying. They're in my bag. It's good. When I get there, I'll look through my bag and I'll find it. That's the problem. If you're going to sit there looking through your bag, and we know how organized those bags are, don't we? You know, ah, damn, geez, and you're sitting there, well, like, oh, you're one of those, that was the bag. And you're there for at least 5 seconds or 20 seconds looking for your keys, which you should have in your hand, because that's when it happens. Now they know that you're at your car. So when you're going up with the keys in your hand, do not beep the car earlier than you have to. Do not, there's the police now. Hey, Bill. Do not beep the little beeper sooner, because then you alert them to where the car is and they can come up faster. So wait till you're there, get in. What I like to do a lot of times is I go around the car and check my tires, and I just walk around. And what that does is, here's my car. I'm walking. Somebody's following me. I may not notice, as aware as I think I am. And so if I walk around the car, they have no idea which car is mine usually. I'll walk around and I'll walk back and then get in the car. What that does is I check my car, I check the back seat. I've made sure that my car is okay, there's nothing around it, no glass, no anything. And then I've gotten around so that if somebody's following me, I am now facing them. And maybe I won't go in my car. You know, I'll just keep walking the other way, all right? But it gives me options. It gives me an idea that if somebody was following me and they're only a car length away, and I beep the car, can I get in? And then, when you get in the car, ladies, what do we all do? This, put down the bag, do this, maybe put on lips. You know, you sit there because you're tired from walking, and you finally got to your car, you're all happy, you don't lock the door. Lock that door. It takes 2 seconds. When you get in, hit that elbow, lock the door, or you know, hit the little thingy, all 4 doors locked, because if somebody, again in the movies, what happens? He's sitting in the car, you get sit right next to him, you know, like this. It's not that simple, because if I can't get in the car, I can't hijack his car, because I got to do it through the glass.
Why they have a gun? I mean, can't they ought to shoot right through glass?
Yeah, it's true, but, you know, honestly, I want your car. I don't want to have to shoot you through the glass and you bleed all over my new car. I mean, honestly, there's, of course, and if the guy's a psycho, he's going to shoot you. All right, but what are the chances that this particular hijacker would rather shoot you than get your car? Not very good. You know, he's there to get your car, he's there maybe to get you. So either way, doing something is better than doing nothing. And if he's got a gun, you got to think a little bit, you know, he's got a knife, he's got whatever. But the situation, you're still in the car, right? You're still with the glass up, your doors are locked, right? A lot of times, you know, people shoot up in the hallway. What do they do in the movies? Cop comes in the hallway, there's a locked door, he can't get in. Projectile into hardened steel. What usually happens? It's called ricochet. All right? No problem.